little slider to keep the bugs out, so if it's a nice day, you can just have your screen door open. Your door, main door, the door latch. You have a deadbolt for security, as well as you want a deadbolt when you travel. You don't want the door to pop open on you, so make sure you do that. You can lock your door latch, which is this guy right here, from the inside or with the key on the outside. If you lock that and then close the door, that's right, you will.
Close.
So you want close screen to the door first.
Correct.
Screen to door before closing door. Do not leave screen door closed.
These are the condensate coming out of here once in a while, so that's pretty typical, pretty normal, so don't worry about that.
Refrigeration. What's the top here?
That's just the upper half of the vent for your refrigerator.
Just the access.
Right.
That's
Just vents.
just
Right.
vents.
That's the vent. So really, really hot. So be careful. Don't leave any chairs leaned up against that or anything, because you're going to melt them. Okay. So make sure you
Exhaust
don't do
for
that.
furnace.
Right.
Really hot. Do not
Oh, so that's
leave
just for the
anything
heater.
clear.
Pulse AC, GFCI protected, of course.
GFC is the resets there? Or
No,
inside?
it's in the circuit. Set your receiver up, which will mount inside your car before you leave. The camera is powered by the clearance lights for the power part of it. Okay. So in order for the camera to work, you have to have your lights on.
Car lights on.
Right. So if you have an automatic light feature, make sure you turn it manually to on. Otherwise, it's not going to work for you. So make sure
Okay.
you do that. Okay. Right here. And I guess you wanted an extension cord. Is that right? Because you have a 30 amp extension cord. So good.
I don't
Got
know,
that?
but whatever. Sorry.
And you have a light inside there as well.
Does
Now
that
you-
go to the generator? Or?
It- no, that's actually just an extension cord. So you can get an extra 25. Just storage. You can put whatever you want in here. Fishing pole, sewer hose, whatever. Anything you want to put.
Okay.
These things. It can, yeah, but I'm gonna leave it for now because I need to put the body rod in there. This is where you're gonna fill up your onboard water tank. Okay, and we have water in it right now. But it is input for cable TV or a portable satellite system, right there. So you're gonna attach your power cord to there, and of course goes to your power source,
Okay.
the wall. Okay. City water input. So if you're staying at an RV park or someplace, you can use their water system. This is where you're going to attach your water hose, and the starter kit will come with a brand new freshwater hose. This has a built-in 65 psi water pressure regulator, okay? But your hose is not protected. I would strongly recommend that you get yourself hot and cold water, so that if you're at the beach, you got sandy feet, you've got dirty hands, you want to thrill the other campers, whatever, you've got hot and cold, you can do it all right there. Okay?
You can shower here.
Sure.
Yeah. You got an extra
Outside.
set of keys in too, huh?
Water's on, you want to show holding tanks.
All right, this is important.
Oh yeah. So there's a monitor panel inside that'll show you the level of your tanks, so you know when it's time to empty them. Okay. The black tank, that's your black water tank, which is your toilet, strictly your toilet. The gray valve is for your soapy water, your gray water from your sink, your shower, and all that stuff. Okay. So the kit comes with a 10-foot sewer hose, which is an okay hose. It's not a great hose. You're gonna want to get yourself a nice 20-foot hose kit. We'll try the other end at the RV park. Okay. To empty it, you're going to pull the black valve first. You always want to empty your black tank first, okay? Just pull the valve handle straight out. It's a gate valve. Just pull it straight out and it'll empty. Okay, when it's done, you close it. And then you open your gray water valve, which is the soapy water, in order to rinse and clean the inside of your hose, okay? Now, thing is, your black water tank is still going to be kind of dirty. So what you do instead is you get yourself another water hose. Any color but white, because white for potable drinking water. So regular green garden hose is just fine. And you can attach it here, not here, here, okay? This leads to a spray nozzle inside of your black water tank in order to rinse and clean it with, all right? So, you've got your sewer hose hooked up. You're gonna open your black water valve, empty your tank. You're gonna attach your hose here. You're gonna turn on a water supply, rinse and clean the inside of your tank. You're watching it through the clear connector. Remember I told you about that clear connector on the hose? You're going to wash it through that until the water finally runs nice and clean. When you see it run nice and clean, it's not. There's still a lot of residue that hangs around the sides inside the tank, okay? So at that point, you can close your black water valve, build your water volume up inside the tank, empty it again, and you'll get more residue out of there. You may have to do that several times until it finally does come nice and clean. 5 minutes to completely fill that black water tank because this is full volume. Do not get distracted and walk away. Otherwise, it's going to fill up, and then it wants to overflow. Guess what? It's going to pop the seal on the toilet and flood the inside with contaminated water. You don't want to do that. So if you need to step away, shut the water off, open the valve, okay? First few times you do that, using the soapy water clean the rest of that hose out. If you're camped someplace for a while, don't be surprised if you have to empty your gray water tank several times before your black water tank. It just fills up a lot quicker from showers and washing up and all that stuff, you know. So just watch your monitor panel and you'll know when it's time to tank.
Hey, Ron, so at those dump stations, you know, everyone's lined up.
Direct spark ignition. All you gotta do is turn the switch on from inside. You don't have to come out here and light or nothing. Just click it on from inside, and that's what I did already. All right. So it's getting nice and hot for us. It'll take about, well, today's kind of cold, so it's gonna take probably 13 to 15 minutes for it to get hot. Warm weather days might only take 10 minutes, about 8 minutes for recovery. 6 gallons of hot water. Okay. Maintenance-wise, you're gonna open your pressure relief valve and let out about a cup of water. That'll keep the seal nice and flexible inside there. Okay. Don't do that when it's hot, because the factory's set to about 130 degrees. You're gonna get scalded. So do it when it's nice and cold. About once a month. Just kind of work your handle a little bit. About a cup's worth is all you need to let out of there. Okay.
What does it do?
It just shoots
Oh,
it
down
out the
the
end.
side,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just drips all over. Yeah. That's why you do it when it's nice and cold. And you have to
Once a month, huh?
Once a month. Once a year, you're going to drain and flush your hot water tank. Okay? This is the same stuff you do or should be doing on your hot water heater at home. You should. What should you be like?
Okay. Say that again?
Yep. Open your pressure relief valve
Yeah.
about once a month. Drain and flush. Well, on your hot water tank at home, you should drain 5 to 10 gallons out of it about every 6 weeks or so. Really? It gets all that sediment and calcium out of the bottom of your tank. I do that with mine, and I empty it into a bucket. I'm always amazed at how much of it is still in there. I had a water heater replaced in my house. Yeah, so tight. Okay, tire pressures. Yep. And
80 psi.
Annually.
And I need tire covers.
Right there.
And annually, you need to have your wheels and hubs serviced. Even though you have never lube hubs and self-adjusting brakes on here, you still need to service them annually. So you're going to have the wheels pulled and bearings checked, make sure they're still lubricated, and you're going to check the magnets on the brakes to make sure.
I come here once a year for that?
Or you can go anywhere.
There's a couple of times I've had to put all 35 feet together.
Yeah.
Every RV park's different where the utilities are located.
So if she buys
That's
another
another
20, she should put
sewer
another one of
hose.
those in there?
She could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add it. A lot of people do. They add
Because
a
you
second
probably
one.
want to put a second, because you don't want, that's all contaminants.
I would, you know, people use their bumper for all kinds of stuff. A lot of people
Yeah.
put their sewer hose in there, but I would prefer, personally, I would prefer to keep it separate. Yeah. Inside, if you want to open this up to clean behind it because you have a bunch of mud or something back there, just take the 3 acorn nuts off of there and this guy will swing open. That way you can clean.
Okay.
Your window guards are hinged on the outside, released on the inside by these 2 1/4 turn screws. They have T-heads on the other side. That's why it's 1/4 turn. They're really hard to open because they're on a rubber grommet, which is compressed.
Yeah.
And you really got to put a lot of oomph into it to get them loose. So don't be surprised if you go to open those and they're all of a sudden struggling. It's not easy to do. So, a gas line straight down there. Okay, that's right off of your 2 propane tanks. So if you wanted to hook up another appliance to that, you can. And it comes with the, I think it's a 3-foot hose with a quick connect on one end and 12-volt batteries. Okay, these are flooded cells, so you need to check the water on them once a month.
Oh, really?
And if you need to add water, make sure you use distilled water. But once a month, you need to go through and pull the caps off and check the water level. You've been filled. You have a full tank, 2 full tanks of propane gas. Okay, with an automatic changeover valve. The way that guy works is, if you notice, there's a little arrow on the plastic housing that's pointing this way right now, and the sight glass shows green. That means we have pressure in the line. Okay, whichever way that arrow is pointing, that indicates which tank you're using. Makes it the primary tank.
Where's the arrow?
Right here.
Oh, I can't see. Okay.
It's on the plastic. Then when you run out of gas, you're flat out of gas. So the smart thing is to have one open and leave the other one closed. When you run out of gas, you'll know it. You can go to the second tank. You can flip the thing over to show the second tank. Now you know you have one empty tank, but you've got a lot of time before you have to get that next one filled.
Yes.
Okay. That last one will retract either way, and then you have a little light here in front to help you at night. You're gonna hook up. Inset port right here, so that if your motor was to fail, there's a hand crank for it. You can crank it by hand. About 1,000 cranks later, you'll finally get there. But that's what that guy's for. And we'll get into the whole hitch work thing after we're all done.
Okay.
So let's go around.
Okay. Make sure the sticker's latched down.
Connector for a portable solar panel. So for the little suitcase size guys, you know, if you're under some nice shade trees, your regular solar panel's not going to work and you want solar, you can always attach there, come out here and open that guy up, and then right to your batteries, you're good to go. This silver pin right here, if you want to get your spare tire out, You pull that pin, take that out. The lever drops down. You can slide your tire out. But that's when you call the AAA and let them handle it.
So that solar panel is just for charging. This little connection